In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on December 9, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Wisconsin versus Arizona. In an eagerly anticipated top 25 showdown, the 23rd-ranked Wisconsin Badgers are set to face off against the number 1 ranked Arizona Wildcats. Wisconsin, on the back of impressive victories against 3rd-ranked Marquette and a road triumph over Michigan State, has climbed into the top 25 for the first time this season. Despite a 1-1 record on the road, the Badgers are riding a wave of success into this matchup. Arizona, meanwhile, has maintained an undefeated record, recently securing the top spot after a dominant performance against Colgate at home. As Wisconsin heads into this game, their recent successes underscore their prowess. Victories over Marquette and Michigan State showcase the team's capability, with standout performances from key player A.J. Storr, who contributed 22 points and 5 rebounds in the last game. The Badgers boast an average of 74 points, coupled with a robust defense allowing only 63 points per game. Storr leads the team with an average of 14 points, shooting at an impressive 42.7% from the field. Arizona, though yet to face the toughest schedule, has notable wins against Duke Blue Devils and Michigan State. In their recent game against Colgate, Arizona displayed offensive prowess by scoring 82 points, complemented by a stellar defensive effort limiting their opponent to just 55 points. Star player Caleb Love's performance, with 14 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists, contributed to the Wildcats' success. Arizona boasts an average of 93.4 points per game, while their defense allows only 63 points. Love, averaging 13 points, adds depth to Arizona's offensive lineup. The impending matchup promises to be enthralling, featuring 2 teams in excellent form early in the season. Both squads exhibit strength on the defensive end, but Arizona holds a clear offensive advantage, averaging 93 points per game. Nevertheless, Wisconsin, having recently defeated a formidable Marquette team, enters the game with confidence. While Arizona's offensive prowess is undeniable, Wisconsin's solid defense, proven against Marquette and Michigan State, presents a formidable challenge, so the Wisconsin Badgers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Despite Arizona's fast pace, ranking 6th in the nation, they've surprisingly hit the under in 5 of their 7 games, showcasing their elite defense. Wisconsin, with a deliberate pace ranking 343rd in tempo, aims to control the game's speed, emphasizing their preference for a slower, more methodical approach. Recent trends, including Wisconsin going under the total in their last 5 games, suggest a strategic defensive battle in this matchup. Delving deeper into the offensive dynamics, Arizona's high-powered offense faces a significant challenge in Wisconsin's solid defense. In their 2 top 25 matchups, the Wildcats scored below their season average, indicating that formidable defensive teams can disrupt their rhythm. Wisconsin, having held 3rd-ranked Marquette to 64 points and Michigan State to 57, possesses the defensive prowess to pose significant challenges for Arizona. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Arkansas versus Oklahoma. In a highly anticipated clash between power conference contenders, the Arkansas Razorbacks, representing the Southeastern Conference, are set to face off against the number 19 ranked Oklahoma Sooners from the Big 12 on the hardwood in the Sooner State. This thrilling matchup is scheduled to unfold in the Crimson and Cardinal Classic on a Saturday afternoon, promising an exciting showdown between 2 formidable teams. Fresh off a convincing 97-83 victory over Furman at home, the Razorbacks are eager to extend their winning streak as they step onto the court against the Sooners. Their recent triumph, where they covered the line as an 11.5-point favorite, showcased the offensive prowess that has become synonymous with Arkansas basketball. Meanwhile, the Sooners, with an unblemished 8-0 record, demonstrated their dominance in a 72-51 win over Providence, covering the line as a 5.5-point favorite in their previous outing. The historical backdrop adds an extra layer of intrigue to this matchup, as the Razorbacks hold a narrow 13-12 advantage in the all-time series, with a recent 88-78 home win on December 10, 2022. As the stage is set for a compelling clash, basketball enthusiasts can anticipate a high-stakes duel that could potentially sway the balance in the series. Oklahoma enters the game with an unblemished record and a recent standout performance against Providence, where their defense allowed only 51 points, securing a 21-point victory. Javian McCollum's standout game, contributing 19 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists, highlights the depth and talent of the Sooners. Arkansas, on the other hand, has been riding the momentum of 2 impressive victories against Duke and Furman, showcasing their ability to compete at a high level. Statistically, the Razorbacks boast an average of 82 points per game, emphasizing their offensive firepower. However, their defensive efforts have shown vulnerabilities, conceding an average of 76 points per game. The pace at which Arkansas plays, coupled with their scoring capabilities, suggests a closely contested game against the defensive solid Sooners. Tramon Mack's impressive average of 17 points per game adds another dimension to Arkansas' offensive strategy. In predicting the outcome, while acknowledging Oklahoma's likely victory, the expectation is that Arkansas will keep the game close. With an average of 82 points per game, the Razorbacks are poised to challenge the Sooners and potentially disrupt their flawless record. A last-second shot could be the defining moment, making the Arkansas Razorbacks a strong candidate to cover the spread as underdogs in our full-game side pick. Examining the pace and offensive capabilities of both teams, it becomes evident that a high-scoring affair is on the horizon. Oklahoma's accelerated tempo, reflected in their adjusted tempo rating of 69.3, combined with an impressive scoring average of 85.5 points per game, sets the stage for an entertaining matchup. Arkansas, not far behind, brings an average of 82 points per game to the table, showcasing their offensive prowess. While defensive vulnerabilities exist for both teams, particularly for Arkansas, their ability to score beyond the arc at a 35.1% three-point shooting rate adds a dynamic element to the game. Considering the offensive tendencies and adjusted tempo of both teams, the projection leans towards a game that is likely to surpass the total points threshold. The fast-paced, aggressive offensive play from both sides, coupled with Oklahoma's efficient scoring, provides a compelling case for expecting a high-scoring affair. Therefore, over the projected total becomes our full-game total pick, aligning with the dynamic and high-scoring nature expected from this exciting matchup. Clemson versus TCU. A high-stakes clash between two powerhouse conference teams is set to unfold beyond the northern border as the Southeastern Conference squares off against the Big 12. The number 24 Clemson Tigers, designated as the road team, will lock horns with the TCU Horned Frogs in an anticipated showdown as part of the Hall of Fame series in Toronto on a Saturday afternoon. In their most recent outings, Clemson secured a hard-fought victory against South Carolina with a 72-67 scoreline, albeit falling short of covering the spread as an 8.5-point favorite. TCU, on the other hand, narrowly edged out Georgetown 84-83 on the road, also failing to cover the spread as a 9.5-point favorite. The historical backdrop reveals Clemson's dominance in the all-time series, winning all 3 previous meetings, including a thrilling 62-60 overtime triumph at the T-Mobile Arena on November 24, 2019. Clemson's season has been nothing short of spectacular, boasting victories over Winthrop, UAB, Davidson, Boise State, Alcorn State, Alabama, and Pittsburgh in their first 7 games. Their latest triumph against Pittsburgh saw the Tigers shooting at an impressive 46.7% from the field, coupled with a commanding 40-33 rebounding advantage. The win against South Carolina showcased Clemson's resilience as they mounted a comeback from a 30-23 first-half deficit to secure a 72-67 victory. Chauncey Wiggins led the scoring with 15 points, while Ian Skeefelin recorded a double-double with 12 points and 12 boards. Turning our attention to the Frogs, TCU has enjoyed a stellar start to the season with victories over Southern, Omaha, at Rio Grande Valley, Mississippi Valley State, Alcorn State, and Houston Christian. In a dominant performance against Houston Christian, TCU displayed sharpshooting prowess, boasting a 58.2% field goal percentage in a resounding 101-64 victory. In their latest clash against Georgetown, the Frogs faced a tougher challenge, prevailing 84-83 despite being outscored outscored 47-40 in the second half. Emmanuel Miller led the charge with 29 points and 5 rebounds, while Jakob Coles contributed 17 points and 5 boards. As both teams enter the game undefeated, the clash promises intense competition. Clemson's commendable victories over formidable opponents like Alabama and Pitt position them as a more polished defensive unit, complemented by their physicality in the paint. Notably, Clemson boasts P.J. Hall, arguably the best player on the court. TCU, while also undefeated, faces scrutiny for a relatively weaker strength of schedule, with their best win against Georgetown, ranked 176th in the Ken Palm rankings. In contrast, Clemson's 50th ranked strength of schedule reflects a battle-tested team that has proven its mettle against tougher opposition. The upcoming matchup is poised to be thrilling, featuring 2 undefeated teams vying for supremacy on Saturday afternoon. Despite TCU's commendable performance, the analysis leans towards Clemson stretching their lead to at least 2 possessions, drawing on their experience and defensive prowess. Thus, our full game side pick favors the Clemson Tigers to win and cover the spread as favorites. Delving into Clemson's journey to an undefeated record, their notable victories over Alabama, Pittsburgh, and South Carolina underscore their resilience and capability. 2 out of these 3 games would have resulted in an under for this game's total, with the exception being the encounter against the high-scoring Crimson Tide. The Tigers' battle-tested nature is expected to influence the pace of the game, given their 259th ranking in adjusted tempo, utilizing only 67.3 possessions per 40 minutes. Both teams exhibit excellent defensive statistics, with TCU allowing just 96 points per 100 possessions and Clemson at 97.1. Considering the unfamiliar venue, a potential drop in shooting accuracy is anticipated. Clemson has consistently surpassed the total in 5 of their 8 games this season, showcasing their offensive efficiency, effective field goal percentage, and turnover percentage. While they face challenges on the offensive glass, relying heavily on perimeter shooting, their overall performance has been commendable. On the other hand, TCU, with a 4-3 mark in games with a posted total, boasts offensive efficiency, effective field goal percentage, and an impressive 2-point field goal percentage. The Horned Frogs rank 19th in tempo with 73.8 possessions per night. Given the unfamiliar setting, a potential moderation in offensive output is anticipated. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.